Yeah,
That's
I have one question. Yesterday I paid the fees. This is the demo class, right?
this is them.
But yesterday I paid the fees, so I should be added to the batch, no? Batch class.
Yeah, I will actually this is the last demo. After this
Okay,
you will
okay,
add to that. Okay. Another link. You
okay,
will get the link, everything.
okay. Thank you.
So guys, here I want to show you one more. Yes, I will share my screen. The permissions are not given. Just one second. Yeah, in last class we discussed the basic information about this one. What is react.js? Okay. That we have discussed in last class, right? Now we are going to discuss the continuation. So JavaScript also we started, right? So JavaScript also we started in the last class, right? Yes. Now, 1 second, I did not get the screen sharing option yet. You can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Now, in last class, we discussed the basic information about JavaScript. Okay. And here, JavaScript is the main technology to work with this React.js. Okay. Now, if we take, first of all, if we take React.js, it is the library of JavaScript. So, library means what? Providing some more features to work with the JavaScript. Yes, provide some more features to work with the JavaScript. That is the concept of this. Yes. Now, we can use JavaScript as well as React to work with client side functionalities in web applications. The websites to work with the client side functionalities. Yes, the websites to work with the client side functionalities. We are taking the support of. Okay, so this JavaScript, React, these technologies. In order to work with this React.js, JavaScript is required. That's why we already discussed about JavaScript some points. Okay. Yeah, what are the points we discussed here? It is loosely typed script. The meaning of loosely typed script means we are not providing the data types, the time of variable declarations. Okay. Next, we also discussed it is dynamic type. It means internally every variable contains one data type based on the value we assigned. Okay. And it is case sensitive, follows the camel cases. Okay. Yeah. It follows what? The camel cases. So like that, these are the points we discussed. Now we are going to start the programming in this JavaScript. As I told you, we are using script tag. Inside the script open and closing tags, we are placing the JavaScript. This clear? Within the script open and closing tags, you can place the JavaScript. That is the main point. Okay. Yes. So now the first thing is, what are the data types we have in JavaScript? Not only in JavaScript, so same data types we are also having in REACTJS. So first of all, what is data type? Yeah. So data type specifies the type of variable data. Data type specifies what? The type of variable data. So means which type of value this variable holds. So that information we are calling as data type. For example, here something like one variable I am taking serial number is equal 100. So what is the value of this serial number? 100. Okay. What is the data type of this variable? Number. Actually, in other technologies, we are providing the data types at the time of creating the variables. But in this JavaScript, React, PHP, okay, and Python, in these technologies, we are not providing the data types. So explicitly, we are not providing the data types, but internally, every variable contains one data type based on the value. What is the value assigned? Based on that value internally, every variable contains one data type. Is it clear? Yes. Now, so you want to find out this data type of a variable. Type of is a function. Okay. Using this function, you can get the data type variable. So what this function we have? Type of. So this type of function we are using for what? To get the data type of a variable. Yes. Yeah. So that is the point of this. Okay. Fine. Now we will discuss what are the types, data types we have. So that concept we will discuss. Available data types are in both technologies, JavaScript, React. Okay, same data types are available. So first one is number, next one string, next one boolean, next one undefined, next one object. Yes. So these are the main data types what we have. Number, string, boolean, undefined, and object. Is it clear? So now in object, Again, we have three types. Yes. Inside this object, again, we have three types. So what are these three types we have inside this object? Null, array, and object. These three comes under object data types. One is null, next one array, and next one is object. Is it clear?
Yes.
Like that. These are the types of data types. Okay. Now I will create one program. Save this file. New notepad. Right now I'm using notepad. Later I will discuss with Visual Studio Code. So now here on new notepad I have taken. Save this file. Okay. Yes. First.html I have prepared. This is the first program we are creating for that first.html. Now inside this script open tag and script closing tag. We are like this. Yes, I have taken that script, open and closing tags. Yes. Now serial number is equal to 100. And message box, I let display the message box. I let serial number I have given. Yeah. This is a variable name. What is the name of this variable? Serial number. What is the value of this? 100. Finally, just alert serial number I have given. Like this. Yeah. So what is the meaning of this? We are printing the value of that variable. Got it? We are printing the value of that variable. So what is this program first.html? How can I run this program? So where I created this in desktop. Inside this desktop, put this first.html. This clear? This is first.html. Now if you double click, it will directly open browser. And you can see it displays that output 100. Yes. Yeah. Fine. Now, yes. So we are getting the output here. Right. Okay. I want to get the type of that variable. Then alert type of serial number. That's what that alert type of serial number. Now save this and refresh it. So value is 100 and type is what? Number. Yes. Yeah. But one thing you should remember, at the time of creating variables, we are using some keywords like where, let. Okay, these are some keywords we are using when at the time of creating the variables. So we are using these keywords. So I will discuss with you later what is where, what is let. That I will discuss later. Okay. So these are not data types actually. So number, string, boolean, all this comes under data types. But if you take where and let, okay, these where and let are not data types. These are access codes. Access codes. So what is where, what is let? Okay, next class I will discuss. Not next class. Next class. Okay, there I will discuss. So till then, Just use where at the time of variable declaration. Even if you don't use where, no issue. But it is not correct format. Okay. So use the It's the variable, set the functions load or the process. It's like that point of where it is where and left. Yeah. Yes. Now, anyhow, the first data type we discussed. What is that? Next, one more variable. Where X, what have type. Right? Seven. Means it is nothing but string data type. What is X here? It is a string data type. So this is the second category. Now you can see, I told you string here, right? Yes. Now that I'm printing. So first one is number. Is it saved? So type spelling mistake is there. This is number. And this is string. Yes. Like that we are in this type. So what is the next data type we have? Boolean. No. Once. Yeah. Where y is equal to yes. So if you store either true or false in a variable, yes. If you store either true or false in a variable, then it comes under Boolean data type. I'll let type of y. Yes. Type of y. Now what is this type? Boolean. So first one is number. Second one is string. Next one is Boolean. Next. Where Z, I am not assigning any value. I have given just Z. Now, and let type of Z. So here I have taken where Z and I let type of Z. So what is this type of Z here? It is nothing but, yeah, tell me, in under which category the Z variable comes?
Undefined.
Yes, it comes under undefined. Now save, refresh. It's a number, string, Boolean, and undefined. Is it clear? So this is the concept how to use undefined. Next category is object. In this object, we have null, array, and object. These three categories we have. Now, for example, where A is equal to null, what I stored here, let type of A. Here I have given where A is equal to null type of A. Null comes under object data type. If you save and refresh this program, so number, string, boolean, undefined, and what that object we got. This clear? Like that, we have these data types. Okay. Now come to the next array. What is array? What is object? So those things we need to discuss. Okay. Yes. First of all, these are clear, the types of data types or the types we have. Is it clear? Yes.
Yes.
The next one, we're discussing about array. So what is array? I think you people may have idea on this. So anybody have idea on this array? So what is the difference between normal variable? Here we created some variables, right? Like that, these are normal variables. What is the difference between a variable and the variable can store a single value. Array can store the collection of values. If you take a variable, it can store a single value. But array we are using to store the collection of values. Projects we are getting to some this. Enter that information on store. Then you can use array. That point of we are using array. Like that, all users information I want to store in a memory location. Then we are using array. So multiple values you want to store in one location, then we can use array. Okay. So the definition is array is collection of elements. Now is contains text plus things. So for example, if I create any array like this, where ARR is equal to, so these are the brackets we are using to store the multiple values. We are calling these brackets as offset. Okay. So ARR is equal to inside this 10, 20, 30, 40. Like that, I have given the values. Now this is first element. Yes. So that is the first element. So what the index of the first element? 0. Okay. And 20 element index is 1. Like that, we are having these elements. Okay. So how many elements I stored? 4 elements. Nothing but 4 values we stored here. So each element is combination of index and hook. Now, by default, first element index starts 0, last index total number elements. First element index is 0, and last element index is what? Total number of elements minus 1. So that is the concept. So now I want to create one array in my program. So open this script tag, this HTML file. So what is the HTML file I created? First.html I created. As inside the script, open and closing tags, where ARR is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40 have been. As total 4 elements I stored in this variable. Now finally, let ARR as what is that? Let ARR. Now go to this first.html, and here you have like 10, 20, 30, and 40. Means all the elements were printing here. In case you want to display only the first element, so 0. Now you can see the output is 10. Only 10 you are getting, yes. So this is the way how to use this array. Okay, fine. Now, generally in other technologies, array is collection of similar data types. Because in other technologies, we are providing the data type at the time of variable declaration. Like string, these data types providing. But in JavaScript, we are not providing the data types to this variable, right? Just where I have given, where is not data type. Okay. I told you, okay, I will discuss about this where later. It is not a data type. So that's why we are not restricting a variable. We are not restricting a variable with any data type. That's why you can store any type of value. Means indirectly here, array is collection of heterogeneous elements. Is it clear? In other technologies, it is collection of homogeneous. Homogeneous means similar. Here it is collection of heterogeneous. Why? Because we are not restricting the variable with any specific data type at the time of creation. Yes. So not only in JavaScript, even if you take Python, PHP, in these technologies, it is the collection of heterogeneous elements. Okay. Now my question is, can I place any text here? Yes. Is it valid or invalid?
Well,
So I have taken Scott. Is it valid or invalid? Am I
valid.
audible?
Valid,
Valid,
valid.
It is
valid.
valid. So because JavaScript is loosely typed script, we are not providing data types. Not only JavaScript, Python, PHP, all these technologies are loosely typed scripts, not providing the data types at the time of variable declarations. That is the reason. Now, if I refresh, so It's not saved, I think. So once save this file after modifications, you need to see, refresh what the output. Same JavaScript, not only JavaScript, our React. Okay, so use the typed scripts. So we can store any type of values in array. This clear? Yes. So that's the point. Now array is object, right? I told you array is object. So it is providing many properties here, okay, and functions. So one by one, these properties and functions we will discuss. Okay. Yes. First of all, if you take length is one property. Okay. This length we are using for what? To get the total number of array elements. Okay. Yes. So using this property, you can get total number of elements of array. Now see this program. So simply I'm using elect arr dot length. I given like this. Arr dot length. If I refresh it, total how many elements we have here? 5 elements. Yes. So this is about length. Okay. Now copy this. Next one. Push on function. Using this function, we can add an element at the end of array and returns total number of elements. Yes. So what this function we have? Push function. The main purpose of push function is adding an element where it is adding at the end of array. What it returns total number of elements. So this is about push function. Okay. Yes. For example, so total how many elements we have in this array? 4 elements. I want to add one more element in the last position. Then simply we are using arr dot push 50 I have given. What the meaning in this array? What the name of this array I have taken? ARR. So variable name is ARR. Any name you can take here. I've taken ARR. ARR dot push 50 I have given. Means we are adding 50 in this array. So that I'm storing in a variable here. Okay. So here, first before storing, I will show you. All elements I'm printing. So already 4 elements are there, and this is the 5th element. Refresh it. So you can see we have this. Yes. Yeah. So total we have 5 elements like this. So last one element is added or not? Yes, it is added. Okay. Yes. Now it returns total number of elements. Yes. Now, for example, here I told you push returns total number of elements, how many we have. So you can see the statement already I mentioned here. Returns what? Total number of elements. Now here in this push, where are we in? See, remember this point. If any function returns a value, that value we are storing in a variable. Okay, remember this. So after this topic, I will discuss how to create the functions, user different functions. That time also, through user different functions, you will return the values. Okay. So anyhow, the push is the predefined function. Okay, JavaScript is providing this push. But in our project development, we are also creating the user different functions that I will discuss the next class, how to create the user different functions. But the point is here, if any function returns a value, how can I handle that value? Yes, declare a variable at the time of calling that function. Yes, so I taken one variable RV, any name you can use here. So return value, okay, that is meaningful. That's why I have taken or just return underscore value. Don't use underscores here. So camel case, it is better to follow. Yes, so I have given return value. Now, what is return value data? So total number of elements. Already 4 elements are there. One more we are adding. So if I print this return value, okay, and also I'm printing array these two. Now, so if I refresh it, total values, how many elements? 5 elements. This array, if you observe, then and 20 that. So this is a push function. Yes. Push function adds an element where at the end of array and what it returns total number of elements. Okay. Now I will share this notes, everything, the drive access after registration, you will get this drive access. Okay. Yes. So answer this pop I'm discussing. Now you tell me the result of this program which I'm creating. Using this function, we can remove the last element of array and returns what it returns value of that element. Pop removes the last element of array. Okay, what pop is doing here, it removes the last element of array, and what it returns value of that element. Yes, yeah. Now see this. So let me delete this all. Okay. So ARR dot pop I have given. I'll let ARR. Now answer what is my output? What is my output here? It removes what?
Last
The
element.
last element it is removing, right?
10, 20, 30.
Yeah, remaining elements are 10, 20, 30. Now refresh, you can see 10, 20, 30. Now it returns one value. How can I handle that value? Declare a variable at the time of calling that function. So not only in JavaScript and React, any technology, if a function returns a value, we are storing the value in a variable at the time of calling that function, where RV is equal to a given line is. Now elect RV. So what is this RV now? Tell me. See what it returns. Yes, value of that element. Which element? That means what is that? Deleted element. Now tell me what is RV? What is this RV?
40.
It is 40. Yes. Which element is removing here? The last element. It is nothing but 40. Okay. Now see this two outputs. We got 10, 20, 30 ARR. And okay, one second. Where RB is equal to solve. I did a small mistake. Actually, we should use. Yeah. So mistake. Okay. So inside the after this pop, okay, it returns the deleted value that is storing in variable RB. Now if you refresh it, so 10, 20, 30, we have RBs 40 like that. You see clear? This is pop. Now, yes. Next, shift. Yeah. Removes the first element and returns value that input. Okay. Now I am using here ARR dot shift. Now what is the output? This ARR.
20, 30, 40, 10.
Yeah. Which element it removes? The first element, right? Remove the first element. Then what are the remaining elements we have? Nothing but 20, 30, 40. These are the remaining elements we have, right? And what is RV? The first element which we are removing, the 10. So if you observe this 20, 30, 40 and RV is 10. This is about shift function, right? Yes. So push pop working with last elements, shift and next function, what that unshift work with the first elements. Shift is for removing, unshift is for adding. Adds an element with the beginning, returns total number. Same like first function push, but push is last position and shift is the first position. The operation is performed where the first position. For example, I have given like this. Now, what is ARR? Tell me what is ARR?
10, 20, 30, 40.
What about 2? You are adding 2, right?
Yeah, now 2, 10, 20, 30,
Yes.
40.
2, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now you can see you got 2, 10, 20, 30, 40. Adding where in first position. What is RV?
Return the value of add number.
2, 2.
RV is 2.
Unshift.
What it returns?
Total number of 5, I think.
Yes, 5. RV is 5. Okay,
Right.
now we can see. Yeah, fine. Is it clear? This is about unshift. Okay. Next. So you want to add the elements in the middle of the array and you want to remove the elements immediately. And how to work with the map functions of array. So these are some few more functions I will discuss in the next class. As I told you, demos we are spending 45 to 50 minutes. And today the last day. So if you want session, you should register. Okay. Yes. So once your registration process, everything is completed, then you will get the mail that Google Drive access for mail ID. Okay. So there everything is available. These sessions. Okay. And and notes, everything available. And pasted this. These are the Next is the retrieve process. So, any doubts? So they provided 4 definitions with section. Tomorrow onwards, the link will be changed. You will get that link to mail ID software registration. Yes. So rest of the functions related to array. After that, what is function types of functions? Yeah. Use a different functions. And one way of it acts like this. Any questions? No.